Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the player ratings. And Kendall, it's nice to have a smile on my face for a change. We haven't seen
I know.
that.
Can you believe it? I literally, obviously, when I came on, I was like, what the hell just happened? I still actually don't know what just happened. Absolute wild, really, really, really good performance for me from all the lads. To be honest, I don't have a negative this week, guys. Are you surprised? I normally have some negatives, a lot usually, but yeah, really, really, really good start of the weekend. Brilliant.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Bring on Friday Night Football. Bring on Man City next week. Let's have it, because it's nice to have a weekend ruined for a change.
Let's go and beat the champions. Imagine that, can you? I can't, but I mean, I couldn't have imagined that a day. So, you know, weirder things have happened this season.
And that's got to be up there, one of the shocks of the season. Like, shocks in Newcastle, definitely, but just the Premier League. I mean, if anyone didn't watch the match tonight, the people have left the work, say, in London and went for a pint after work, wake up tomorrow and see Newcastle beat Leicester 4-2, they'll be thinking, what the fuck's going on my phone? Do you know what I mean? Why is it showing Newcastle beat Leicester 4-2?
They'll definitely think it's the wrong way around. 100%.
Glitch. There's a glitch in the matrix. Oh, we'll get on with it then. We'll get on with it. I'll take Martin Dúbravka. We'll do that this week. Number one, Dúbravka. 100th appearance for the Mags tonight. And I'm good that he didn't get the clean sheet in that, because he deserved it. Some of the saves he pulled off. End of the first half. Throughout the second half. The one from Jose Perez at the death is a world-class save. Unbelievable. He's been a bit shaky since he's came back in for Darlow for me. I don't think he's been at his best.
Yeah.
But tonight,
some of them, he's made some couple of mistakes, dodgy, but yeah.
Yeah, tonight he's back to his best. He was unbelievable. Some of that instinctive shot stopping, top class. He can have a 9. It's a good 9 just because we conceded too late on. Although there's definitely nothing he could have done with the Albrighton strike, and even in the actuals, to be fair, through the legs of the defender.
Great finish.
Yeah, quality from Dúbravka. Jacob Murphy at right wing back.
The first 10 minutes, I thought, he's going to have a poor game, because for some reason his head wasn't in the game instantly, and then from that point, I think he lost the ball, or he made a really, really bad cross, and from that point he just switched up completely. His head was in the game. He was focused. He knew what he had to do. He knew his role. And I thought he had a really, really, again, a good game. As I say, there's not really anyone I can point out today and say had a bad game. I thought it was brilliant, you know, on that right-hand side. And as we've said several times, he's made that role his own. And yeah, for me, he's been really, really good again. Jacob Murphy can have an 8 for me. I don't think I'm going to really say anyone less than that today, I don't think.
It makes a difference from the Arsenal one we did last week when everyone was getting 1s.
Oh, no. Me, minus 49 for Shelvey.
Yeah, Shelvey, no matter what order it comes in, Shelvey's yours this week. Krafth, though, who social media, a lot of on social media was obviously pointing towards Emil Krafth coming out of the blue, coming in. I thought he did all right, you know. There was one moment in the first half where they had a looping cross and Jamie Vardy was waiting in the wings and Krafth got a head onto it, put it out for a goal kick. I thought he was decent. I thought he was good enough. The entire performance from everybody was class until the last 10 minutes when we're just making life difficult for ourselves. I'll give Krafth a high 7 tonight. I thought he did a good job at the back.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, me light keeps going off, so you might just have to deal with a little bit of a low lighting situation.
I know all about it. I'll let you have Federico Fernández, who had the first chance. He glanced one away, didn't he?
Yeah, honestly, at one point, I honestly thought it should have been, should have been 2-0. Saint-Maximin should have put his chance away in the first half, as well as Fernández. So, yeah, I thought, as we say, the defence was brilliant again today. Obviously last week they were quite poor and it didn't go as well as we wanted it to, but yeah, today so cohesive as a unit. Fernández, absolute powerhouse again. I love Fernández. He would always be first choice defender on the pitch for me, and yeah, again he was brilliant. So, you know, it is for me as well today.
Happy days. And Paul Dummett, everyone. Paul Dummett with his first goal in 5. Last goal was January 2016, so over 5 years since Dummett got a strike. The local lad. From then on, when Dummett scored, is when I knew we're in for a treat. We're in for some Friday night delight. I knew it was going to get good from there. Like when Dummett scored, you just thought, happy days. We're in for a nice one tonight. Dummett bagged a header for Newcastle second, and at the back he was solid as well. I'm giving Dummett a 10 tonight. Dummett scored. He's got a 10, and Newcastle got 3 points.
I don't disagree. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal and really, really good. Probably one of the best performances I've seen from him. Ever, like in a very long time at least. I thought it was, just thought it was absolutely brilliant today. So completely on board with that one.
Lovely stuff. And Matt Ritchie at left wing back.
Great game from him. Again, the balls he was putting in was absolutely fantastic. He had like his forward thinking mindset on today. And when Ritchie's got that mindset, he can really do no wrong for me. He was putting in some great tackles. He was getting stuck in. Like every single one of them was stuck in. No one even looked lazy. Shelvey didn't even look lazy today. Everyone was getting their foot in. He was just brilliant for me. Matt Ritchie can have a 9 for me.
That assist for Wilson as well. That ball up the lane.
Yeah.
Quality.
Phenomenal. Really, really good.
He has another one. I mean, Joe Willock, not a super sub. He's a superstar. Let's be honest. This lad that's came from Arsenal must be kicking themselves letting him go.
They need him. They actually need him as well.
Big time. They might have got through the Europa final if they'd have had him last night. They were lifting last night. Willock has been outstanding for us. And the one thing I've got to say about Bruce is that the relationship with Willock seems to be class because he came off the night, he was hugging him and everything. He's obviously getting on well. There's a connection there. There's a bond there, and Willock is bonded with the two 100%. I've never seen him play as well. And speaking of Robbie and that, I've never seen him play as well as I have in the Newcastle shirt that he has in his Arsenal shirt that he's been there for years. Never. I've seen him in the FA Cup looking good the odd time. But the player that is there tonight, the pressing, the attitude, the intensity, the finish for the goal, everything, incredible.
It's just
10.
Cool, calm, collected. Like you can tell he's enjoying himself though playing as well. Like he's having fun with it. He knows what he has to do. He knows his role. He knows what he has to do for us. He's just absolutely brilliant for me. When he scored, I thought, oh God, like it's just typical. Like, it's just him, isn't it? It's just all over him. And we really could have done with him last weekend, which is insane. He's just the cog in the wheel for me. Like he makes everything work better. Like everything seems to just flow more smoothly with him there. Everyone understands their roles better. Yeah, he's great.
The difference in having someone with energy in the middle of the park instead of like Sean and especially Shelvey moving around. But Willock at 10. Shelvey at 8 though. Kendall, not a minus 49 tonight? Or
no, not a minus 49 tonight. I thought actually, again, one of the better performances I've seen from him. Even though he didn't necessarily have an influence on the game in what he was doing, he put in some really great challenges, really great defensive challenges, actually. He saved one where Dúbravka saved it, but it kind of rebounded back into the goal, and he saved that. It was really good tonight. One of the better performances I've seen from him as well. I am filming. He was just really, really good. Shelvey can have an 8 for me today. As I said, I don't think I'm going to give anyone less than an 8, honestly.
Nah, definitely not. Although I'm 80 with Almirón because Almirón is a player who
I agree with you on that one.
Heavily relies on confidence for me, Miggy, and he's lacking it at the minute. At least he got on the ball a lot more tonight than he has done in the last couple of games. But his decision making, he needs to. You've got Wilson and Saint who made a couple of runs, and he checks and he goes sideways, or he checks and he goes backwards, and he needs to pick his head up. There's a chance where he had a shot.
Backwards passing was driving me insane. Like literally insane. There's just no need for it. You can tell the different mindsets between different people. So like Saint-Maximin and Almirón, for example. Saint-Maximin will always try to go forward, even if he loses the ball, even if he dribbles one too many times. Almirón looks sideways, forwards, and then just passes backwards. I'm like, oh, why are you doing that? There's no need to do that.
Yeah, no, it's one of them. I think it is confidence for Miggy. He needs to take a leaf out of ASM's book and just be a bit fearless, have a bit more aggression going forward. But he's all right tonight. I'll give him a 6. Speaking of Saint-Maximin,
actually, I must admit, I thought that was probably one of his not bad by any means, but I thought it was one of his less influential games for us. Tonight, I thought his decision making was, making an appearance again where his decision making is poor in the final third. For me, he should have absolutely scored that first chance that he had.
Yeah.
Joe Willock's goal was similar in the sense of the keeper was coming out and it was just him against the keeper, and he should have, not Joe Willock, sorry, Callum Wilson, and he should have scored for me. But yeah, I thought it was a less influential game, but he just is what he is. He offers us that energy, offers us that creativity that we don't otherwise have, and yeah, he can have a 7, I guess. It's not like he was bad or anything. He just didn't influence the game enough as he usually does.
Yeah. Who did influence it, though, was definitely Callum Wilson up top again, stealing the show alongside Joe Willock and alongside an honourable mention for Paul Dummett and even Dúbravka as well. But Callum Wilson tonight got a brace, takes him up to 12 goals this season, I think. And you mentioned when Saint went through, I was fearful Wilson was going to miss it just because that was fresh in the memory where Saint didn't slot home from a one-on-one and Kasper made himself big, but Wilson decided to take it around Schmeichel, slot it home, and he was back to his best tonight, and obviously back from injury, picking up the sharpness again. And Southgate, are you watching? You would have been watching the night for Madison. Watch Willock and watch Wilson. Both of them put a case for the Euros tonight. Like, Wilson was class, man. Absolute class.
He really was. He just oozes that class of a number 9 that, like, we, as I've said before, have not seen for a long, long, long time from a striker at our club, probably since, not Shearer, but maybe like Cisse, for example. Like, we just haven't. I know we had Rondon, but he wasn't really our player. Yeah, and he's classy. He knows exactly where the goal is and what he needs to do. And yeah, brilliant for me again tonight.
Yeah, I'll give him a 10. 10 for Wilson. We'll rattle through the subs though quite late on. We had Sean Longstaff on the 77th minute.
We didn't have to see much from him, I guess, because at that point the game was pretty. We say it was pretty much done, but within 30 seconds of Willock coming off, they scored. Whether or not that was anything to do with it, but yeah, Sean was fine. Didn't do anything wrong. Didn't make any mistakes for me. It was just about holding on to the win at that point. And knowing what we were meant to do. So yeah, Sean can have a 6. He didn't do anything wrong, and he wasn't on that long.
Yeah, I think Joelinton on the same 84 minutes, he did a clever bit of play where he won a free kick quite late on, actually. And Shelvey went for it, and then we won a corner, which was valuable at that point, the stages of the game. So, yeah, Joe can have a 6. You can't really do much this late on. Jeff Hendrick as well with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, same with him as well.
Didn't miss seeing Jeffrey.
No, I was like, I even said, Jeff Hendrick. Like, what's happened to him? In fact, I genuinely forgot about him. I was just like, oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, he again did not wrong really. Just made an appearance and off he went.
He has a big one though. Steve Bruce tonight. That for me tonight, that didn't look like a Steve Bruce side. It really didn't. And I expected at half time being 2-0 up that we were good. I expected after half time to be how after 80 minutes was, sitting back, soaking up the pressure, shitting myself. That's how I expected the second half to go. And it didn't, and you got to give him credit tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, you got it. Again, he hasn't, as I've said before, if it's not broke, don't fix it. He hasn't changed anything about it at all. Obviously, apart from the, introduction of Callum Wilson back from injury, starting, Saint-Maximin starting. The only obviously thing tonight was that Joe Willock started, which there's no reason now why he should not start every single game till the end of the season. Now there's just no need for it. We saw tonight how we came out of the block straight away with him in the middle rather than Longstaff starting. Yeah, absolutely, credit where credit's due. The past 5-6 games apart from Arsenal obviously have been good from us. We've played a lot better, played a lot more better as a unit. We've got our starting 11 kind of down now. And it's working, and yeah, really good. And as you say, that the relationship between him and Joe Willock seems to be a pretty strong one. Seems to be built on a positive foundation. So hopefully, I can obviously take that into the summer and maybe sign him. But yeah, credit where credit's due. Can't really fault him at this point. Yeah. is what it is, I guess. I can't actually believe really that I have not much to say about him. It's crazy, but yeah, he's doing all right at the moment. It's just took him, over a year and a half and a near relegation battle to get us to this point.
Manager of the month as well. Up for manager of the month is Brizzy.
I mean, it's not really. It's not like a surprising thing, like really, if you look at it, because the results that he has got against the teams, obviously, Tottenham, West Ham, Leicester now, that's fair enough to me. I mean, go for it, do what you need to do. Really, really big months for him.
And then he's got a comment there. Santa 1882, maybe a she, saying step back about Willock. Remember Kennedy. I think Willock's had a much bigger impact than Kennedy had. We all did fall in love with Kennedy a little bit, but I think Willock's 4-4 in overall. Nah, Joe Willock.
And plus, Kennedy's career went absolutely downhill when he missed that penalty against Cardiff. From literally that point, he was never, ever, ever the same player again. I mean, he's playing in Spain now, I think, isn't he? For like Granada or someone. But yeah, he just wasn't the same player. And for me, I liked Kennedy at the time, but yeah, I agree with you. I think Willock's impact he's made in the time of the season where we needed him to, levels above.
100%. Right, cheers for watching, everyone. Make sure you pop your player ratings in the comments. Check out Kendall's channel. The link will be in the description. Cheers, Kendall. Enjoy your weekend for a change. We've made it for a change. We haven't ruined it for once.
I know, I can't actually believe it. I can literally just enjoy my weekend, just chill out, because I know that we're pretty much safe now, not having a result watch. I mean, we might still a bit because it's not mathematically safe, but Fulham will have to win 4 games now, the last 4 games, to stay up. Stay up to us. So to catch us now, because we're obviously on 39 points now. They're on like 27. So yeah, I feel pretty safe, feel solid, like just enjoy it. And we can actually go out and not be depressed over Bruce Ball this weekend. We can enjoy it and have fun, which is great news. We
can't until Man City next Friday, but these Friday nights, who knows?
Exactly. Friday night football might be the way forward for us. I don't know. Watch us next week just get pummeled 5-0. But yeah, it is what it is. They might have won the league by that point, so or maybe they're not be as bothered, but we'll see.
Yeah. And the Champions League to focus on, so we'll try and clutch up positives. Plenty to be positive after Newcastle beat 4 past Leicester tonight. Cheers, everyone. Subscribe to my channel TV. Subscribe to Kendall, and we'll see you later.